I don't know if you covered it, but cops apparently murdered a guy a mile from the RNC. Columbus police have shot a suspect away from the RNC in Milwaukee. I mean, is this just like a random thing? What is this even, like a mile from the RNC? Was this like an assassination thing or what? A homeless man allegedly with a knife was shot and killed near the RNC.
They did it over by the King Center. The King said, you never disrespect Martin Luther King like that. Never. That's disrespectful. They only doing this because of the RNC. I'm telling you, they're doing it for it.
And you saw police officers?
I saw the guns fired, shots fired. I was down like, I got down. And my daughter goes, she works there.
Was it an out-of-town police officer?
It was a couple of police officers doing it. So they was shooting.
Thank you.
Down.
And the victim...
Really bringing us into the moment.
No, I did not recognize him. I just know he got shot down. He didn't have anything. He know him.
I know he lived right there in that tent back there.
Right.
What's his name?
Jehovah.
I heard like a shot.
What can you tell us about him?
Be quiet. He don't bother nobody. He might, do something, drinking or whatever, but he don't bother nobody. He's a quiet dude. He take care of his little dog. The dog they took.
And
I don't know if these guys are reliable witnesses. What was the homeless guy actually doing?
Dad wanted to see one of my friends taken out like that, especially by police, and it was senseless to me. That was truly senseless because they didn't have to do what they did. And
this is the most Milwaukee video ever. Yeah, it really, really is. That is definitely true. We are in it.
I don't know what's about this. I just want to go home, but my wife ain't ready to leave. There was an altercation between two gentlemen. One gentleman had a knife. When he came out to, when he was trying to tell the police came to tell him, drop the knife. He turned around, he looked at the police when he didn't realize they were there. You can tell about the faint look on his face. He was in shock. When he turned back around and went to turn back toward the police, they shot him multiple times. So that's exactly what happened. To me...
So there was a homeless guy in a fight. He pulled a knife. The cops told him to drop the knife. He didn't comply, and they shot him. Yeah, cops.
My eyewitness, there's no way you can say there was anything but murder behind with a badge. And that's how I feel about it. And everybody else out here started CPR 5 minutes later after you shoot the guy. I mean, they didn't even think nothing about it. Like I said, to me, I've had college degrees and everything. To me, in any book, that's just murder.
That's unfortunate. So yeah, I guess the accusation then is that there's the reason they did this is because the RNC was nearby, so they were like way tighter on security. That's a reasonable claim.
Whoa! Say his name! Samuel Sharp! Justice for! Samuel Sharp! Justice for! Samuel Sharp!
So come on in. Okay, thank you.
They were a mile away. I'm not saying it's a reasonable decision. I'm not, sorry. When I say that makes sense, I don't mean the police are justified in mag dumping everyone that they see who like looks dangerous within the entire city of Milwaukee. I mean, that seems like the kind of thing a cop would do.
Again, it's always us, right? They always question us. They question our communities. They say that we're the problem. Well, today says otherwise. Today says what the people of Milwaukee believe.
Could have been a super. Oh, could have been a super long knife. It happened a mile from the RNC. What if it was a mile-long knife?
We've raised it to them over many years. And they continue to do this. The city continues to prioritize things like the RNC, things like policing. Half of our city's budget goes to police. And look at what we have. We have an encampment of homeless people. This community should be thriving as it once was.
Milwaukee cops said the other cops who shot the guy were out of state. That makes sense. Yeah, they definitely have like a bunch of different departments present in Milwaukee for the RNC. Wait, AP News says I'm sorry. Killed a man wielding 2 knives. Okay, twice as dangerous as was initially alleged. Blocks away from the RNC. But by blocks away, they mean like a mile? How many blocks away is a mile? Like 10, 20? I guess it depends on the block. 20 blocks? If you attack a cop with a knife, what do you expect? Yeah, well, nobody's alleged that the homeless man attacked a cop with a knife. Also, by the way, I do think that if a guy charges a cop with a knife, I do think that cops should default to nonviolent takedowns before shooting. I do believe that, yeah. I don't subscribe to this bullshit American notion that the nanosecond a cop's life is in danger, that means they have, like, free permission to kill anyone who threatens them. That logic is what leads to them, like, gunning down. Remember that video we saw of the cop who shot the guy with he was like a machete, and he was in a wheelchair, and he was wheeling into like a big box store. Like, the cop was like, "Stop right now, drop the knife," and the guy was like wheeling in, and then he just shot the guy in the wheelchair like a dozen times. Cops in America just don't believe in de-escalation. They don't believe in it. Like, yeah, at the very least, you had tasers, man. It's dual Uchigatana build. Okay, if the homeless guy had a dual Uchigatana build, then maybe I think the cop should have shot him. That shit is overpowered, okay? You think you take him down, like, non-lethally, he gets 3 hits off, proc frost, proc bleed, in staggered. Yeah, no. That tasers are only 30% effective or something, then fire 3.3 of them and you get 100% effectiveness. 5 members of the police department fired the man who had a knife in each hand, refused police commands, and charged an unarmed man before police fired. If they shot him, like, mid him charging the unarmed guy, then that's probably a justified shooting. The language here is ambiguous. Charged at an unarmed man before police fired could refer to before the knife was drawn, or if it happened before the police showed up, or whatever. I've seen like the propaganda news article reads often enough. But to be clear, if they shot him literally, like, as he's charging a civilian with a knife, that's a fine time to shoot someone. I mean, what are you going to do? Put the other guy's life at risk? No. Isn't there a video of it? I mean, yeah, but we got to get into it. Here's the body cam footage. All right, I got to mute it.
Two has been.
There's some blurry body cam footage. Okay, wait. It's literally like a group of a dozen cops are all in a huddle. They're all in, like, a jerk-off circle. And then one of them was like, "Hey, what's that?" And then they all charge towards the altercation. It's like, I will say, skill issue on the part of the homeless guy who got shot. If I felt like pulling a knife and charging somebody, I would simply not do it right next to a giant goon circle of cops. I don't know, guys. I think the cops might be justified in this one. Yeah, from the body cam footage, it looks like they actually literally did shoot him mid-charge on the other guy. Right? Am I looking at this incorrectly? I'm gonna link it in chat. I'm not trying to be contrarian. It looks like the cops are doing the actual thing that I described. Yeah, he was like they stop the body cam footage before he gets hit with the bullet, so there's no, like, blood in the video, but, like, they literally shoot at him mid-charge. Did I say shooted? I don't see the knife. You can see the knife if you just, like, if you scrub through the frames a little bit before the final one, you can clearly see that the guy who got shot is holding a knife. Damn. Okay, yeah, I think the cops are completely in the right on this one. I stand by my initial suspicion, but yeah, there you go. That's why body cam footage exists, I guess, in the times where, like, it exonerates. Yeah, the body cam footage got released, like, immediately. So that, like, the cops are probably like, no, look at this one. Like, come on, there's no ambiguity here. Oh, that's it. That's that. He's not charging, he's running away. That's just objectively not true. He's running directly at the guy. I mean, that's the reason why body cam footage exists. Body cam footage doesn't exist, like, for the specific purpose of, like, cops, you know, like, show every time they do something bad. If cops do something justified, we want to know that as well, right? Like, we want to have the narrative kind of, like, proportion to the situation. He was running away directly towards the unarmed man. Oh, well, all right. I'm glad that I saw the body cam footage. Thank you. Oh, wait, Vosh, he was attacking, though, the other shirtless guy, not the cops. Yeah, no, he didn't charge the cops. It looks like he didn't even, like, notice the cops. Yeah. Well, no, Hunga Master, I expect cops to engage in some level of de-escalation if a person is charging towards them, because I think that a cop should be, like, a trained, armored, like, enforcer of the law who, like, that's what they are. They should be able to de-escalate. I don't expect them to like teleport in front of a guy charging at an unarmed. Look, if I was in an altercation and somebody else charged at me with a knife, I would want the cops nearby to just drop them. You know, like I wouldn't want them to like try to run forward to tackle them. A bullet is in fact faster than a tackle. You can argue they should have gone for a tackle. They were too far from it. They watch the video, the body cam footage. It literally like completely exonerates the cops. Like they literally didn't have time to tackle the guy. They showed up there like 2 seconds later. The shooting happened. You know, they would have had to employ some like an anime technique to get that one out. You know, what skills do you suggest they employ? Well, in this case, marksmanship seemed to be the one that they employed. But wait, what do you mean? Like for de-escalating? I mean, cops should be trained in like martial arts, right? Like basic hand-to-hand, like takedowns, that kind of thing. I'm not saying like karate or whatever, but yeah, that should be part of their job. I feel like. No, if they're getting charged with a knife, well, it depends on the exact circumstances. If somebody draws on them with a knife, like right there immediately, like up close quarters, then I guess, yeah, drawing on them would be your best shot. If they're far away, cops in, is it China? They have those man catcher things that they use for violent belligerent people. They're like these big poles that have like a cup on the end, and they like you corral people with them. And the man catchers, yeah. And from what I've heard, those seem to be a really effective way of dealing with like a known belligerent person. You know what I mean? Like if cops are called to the scene because there's like a crazy homeless guy with a knife, rather than showing up with a bunch of guns, you can show up with those, and they're basically like an unbeatable. I guess maybe if the guy's like 800 pounds, so maybe it works in China but wouldn't work in America. Maybe this only works when you know that the person you're trying to man catch has low mass, and in America you have no idea if you're being called in on a fat. I don't know. It's just in America, like for cops, it's always bullets. Like the answer is always bullets, you know? So I don't know. Yeah, I saw the I Did a Things video on the man catcher police video. Is this the one that there's like a famous one, I think. I don't know if it's just like the one. Is this a training video or a real? This is a training video. Yeah. Cause there's people right here, but like, this is the idea of it, right? You have these like, oh, okay, he just did a judo flip. Wait, this isn't the man catcher video at all. Oh, is it that thing, the stick over there? There are way better videos for this. Hold on. This is like a little like training demonstration video, like judo flip, you know? I don't expect cops to judo flip. Yeah, it's like this kind of thing, I guess. Is this India? I don't know if they all necessarily have like a grabby mechanism. Look, videos aside, like I think that there's like some virtue to this, you know? I'm not stupid enough to think that I can like magically prescribe the optimal cop solution in any situation. I just think that generally speaking in America, like this is not like a crazy lefty take. This is a well-known take. Cops should just use halberds. That was like the preferred town guard weapon for a long time, wasn't it? In America? Wait, not in America. Sorry, in like medieval history. There's the famous video of UK police disarming the man with a machete. I remember this one. I don't expect cops to be able to be this cool all the time. I just think it's nice when they are. Yeah, there's this crazy guy with a machete, and all the UK cops are trying to like keep a distance, and they're kind of like, see, like in America, they already would have shot the guy, right? Like obviously, he's literally menacing multiple police officers with the machete. I remember this one. Oh, hello. We're getting like editorialization. No volume?
You could probably say they've contained him without restraining him. And they keep this situation going backwards and forwards for some minutes whilst other officers are bringing what we would call public order shields to the location. And in a coordinated movement, they move towards him so that there's no way he's going to be able to use that weapon or go anywhere else. He's ended up placed on the ground with the use of the shield.
I think it's admirable when cops make an effort, you know? That's all. How come we never see cops shoot for the legs? Because shooting for the legs is only a movie thing. It's not a real thing. In reality, if you're using a gun, there's no such thing as a non-kill shot. Every shot that you fire is like an attempt to end a person's life. There's no actual such thing as shooting the legs or the feet. VATS is not real, I'm afraid. Did you see this one of the French police disarming a woman with a shotgun? I remember when this happened, I was watching it on stream and everyone in chat, including myself, was pogging like a mother. This one was like, we were a goddamn like football crowd, you know? This lady, I guess, went crazy and she had a shotgun and the French police were doing SEAL team, like, oh my God, was that I'm not like a huge gun nerd. Is that an MP7? What is that? MP5? Beautiful. Beautiful gun. Classic gun. Yeah, fun fact, they designed the MP5 after its iconic appearance in CSGO. Exactly. Wait, hold on. Okay, look. So the crazy lady with the shotgun's right there, and then this is a backyard through which a cop is like slowly sneaking through. And he gets the assistance of the person in the house to quietly unlock the gate. Actually, so smart, man. Can you imagine how like present you have to be to think of that? Not like like to be in this situation and be like, hey, civilian, can you like, you know, maybe a little risky, I guess, but still, like, now that guy gets to be a hero too, you know? Very quietly opens the gate. Oh my God. And the dude risks his life charging a woman with a shotgun. And gets her. It worked. What's happening here? Do you have any idea how insane you have to be to charge somebody with a shotgun? Not even like a rifle is one thing. A shotgun? Yeah. She almost got a shot in him too. I mean, right at the, like, she got really close there, you know? But he was fast. See, she's turned towards him. Oh, to be clear, by the way, in America, if this had happened in America, I think the cops would have been justified in killing her. I'm only saying I think it's admirable when police make an effort to spare people's lives. Like in a situation like this with a crazy woman like running around with a gun, I do think the cops would be justified in just shooting her like from a distance. Yeah. Like this was like a 1 in a million, man. The like, oh no, we'll send a cop around through the backyard of an adjacent residential, then get the assistance of the person to quietly unlock the gate, then charge her when she has a shotgun at point blank. Like, yeah, no, yeah. You know, this guy got some crazy dome back at the station later that day. Hello, Artemy. Show us the orange kitty next time they walk by, okay?